Hello everyone, myself Dr. Anindo Sundar Das. I am working as an assistant professor in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Science and Technology, Dakshin Govindpur, Kolkata. This is lecture number 25th of the subject Control System and Instrumentation. In last two lectures, I already discussed about the concept of Nyquist stability criterion in lecture number 23, and in lecture number 24 I discussed about some problems on Nyquist stability criterion. Now in this lecture video I will discuss about some problem, basically competitive exam problems on Nyquist stability criterion. Now let us take first example, problem number 1. What is said that the polar diagram of a conditionally stable system for open loop gain k equal to 1 is shown in the figure. So this is the polar plot of a system which has gain value k equal to 1. The open loop transfer function of the system is known to be stable. So open loop transfer function is stable, that is given. That means what? If open loop transfer function is stable, that means p equal to 0. There should not be any pole in the right half of S plane, p equal to 0, and we know that Nyquist formula, that is n equal to p minus z, where n, this is in anti-clockwise direction. Now what you have to find out? We have to find out the closed loop system is stable for the range of k. So this is the problem. Now from this polar plot, what we can see, that this is the polar plot starting from omega to 0 to infinity. So what we can say, this starts from minus 90 degree line, ends at minus 270 degree line, crossing minus 180 degree line. So as this polar plot starts at minus 90 degree line, that means the system is type 1. If this is the condition type 1, then number of, we know the concept, that is the number of pole at origin equal to number of infinite magnitude half circle. The Nyquist contour is like this way. Then we have a pole at origin. So from this point 0 to infinity, C1 section, C2 section, then C3, and we must have this C4 section. Due to this part, we will have infinite magnitude half circle. Depends on what is the type of system, that many half circle. So here type is 1, so we must have 1 half circles. Okay. Now let us draw the complete Nyquist plot. That means how to draw it. Let me show you that. This is your C1 polar plot. Then we have this, due to this C2 section, what we will have? A 0 magnitude, 0 radius plot. So here we have 0 radius plot. So we don't have to show that. There is no problem. We can neglect that. So after that, the inverse polar plot. That means this is the inverse polar plot. So we can draw it like that way. Right? We will reach here. Now what happens? This is going from minus 90 to plus 90. So here it will be going from plus to minus 90. How many half circle? Only one. So from here we will have one half circle that comes in clockwise direction from plus 90 to minus 90, right? So that will be the complete Nyquist plot. This one half circle should be there. That point we are getting because of the type 1 system. Number of pole at origin equal to number of infinite magnitude half circle. I have solved 3 problems in previous lecture video, lecture number 24. where I have taken one problem with respect to s, another problem with respect to s square, another problem with respect to s cube. You can look into that. For this we will have only one half circle. For this s square we have two half circles. For s cube term we have three half circles. From that we can conclude that, and how we are getting that I have explained that in that video. Now this is the plot, there is no doubt. So what we have to find out, the closed loop system is stable for what range. Now k equal to 1, this is the plot. So what we can write, this is equal to minus 0.2k, this is equal to minus 2k, this is equal to minus 8k. That we can write without any confusion. So these values are given, minus 2.2 minus, this is minus 2k, this is minus 8k. Now according to formula, let me tell you the formula. N equal to p minus z, where n is in anti-clockwise direction. N is number of encirclement of origin of S plane or critical point of Fs contour in clockwise anti-clockwise direction. P is number of poles lying of open loop transfer function lying on right half of S plane, and Z is number of poles lying on right half of S plane of closed loop transfer function. Now in this problem it is given that open loop transfer function is stable, so p equal to 0. Now here we can find, can have 4 points. This is 1 point, another point we can assume here 3, another point 4th. We can assume 4 points here. Let us consider point A. So this is the point A, which is the critical point. So this is the point minus 1. That means what? Here it is 0.2k. So 0.2k is greater than 1. This point is 0.2k, that is greater than this minus 1. If you take magnitude, negative term you can neglect. So 0.2k greater than 1. That from that point, what we can say, that k value greater than 5, right? K value greater than 5. That we can say, but what is the stability point of view? Okay, what is the stability point of view? Now in this particular point, if you look, if you draw a line, this is your clockwise direction, this is also clockwise direction. So this point, if it is minus 1 plus j0 point, it encircle the critical point 2 times in clockwise direction 2 times. So n equal to minus 2, p equal to 0, n equal to minus 2, z equal to 2. So closed loop transfer function has 2 pole on right half plane of S plane, so this is unstable. So when this A point is your critical point, minus 1 plus j0, it becomes unstable. So we don't have to find out this condition, we don't require that. We have to find out condition for stable system. Now if we consider point B, that is here point B, then if you consider the encirclement, this is the encirclement and this is another encirclement. So if you take a line, draw a line here, it intersects with these two lines of Nyquist plot. This is anti-clockwise, this is clockwise. So point B, if point B is the critical point minus 1 plus j0, it is encircled in clockwise direction one time, anti-clockwise direction one time, then n becomes 0. N equal to what? Anti-clockwise plus 1, then clockwise minus 1. So n equal to 0. We know p equal to 0. So z equal to 0. N equal to p minus z. So system is stable. Closed loop transfer function is stable for this particular point, in this point. Okay. What is the condition for that? If we consider this is minus 2k greater than minus 1, or 2k is greater than 1, right? 2k is greater than 1 and 0.2k is less than 1. If this is your B point is minus 1, then what you can write, 2k greater than 1 and 1 greater than 0.2k. So, 2k greater than 1, this point is 1 minus 1, we can take magnitude, we can neglect negative term part. So, negative sign. So, 2k greater than 1 and 1 greater than 0.2k. This is the two condition. From these two condition we can find out for stability, this is the first condition, right. So, k should be greater than half and k should be less than 1 by root 2 5. So, that is the range of stability from this point B. Now, if we look for point C, this is say your point. If you draw a line here, this intersect with two line of Nyquist plot, both are clockwise direction. So, n should be minus 2. Clockwise direction means minus 2. So, if you put it in this equation, p equal to 0, z become 2. So, closed loop transfer function is unstable. So, we do not have to find any range of value of k. Then if you take another point D, which is outside the Nyquist plot, that means there is no encirclement. So, n equal to 0, there is no encirclement of this point minus 1 plus j 0. If we assume this point at D location, n equal to 0, z is already, we know p equal to 0, so z is 0. So, closed loop system, closed loop transfer function becomes stable. What is the condition for that? 8 is, this is your minus 8k and this is your minus 1 point. So, 1 is greater than 8k, that is the condition. So, k is less than 1 by 8. So, what is the answer now? One point is k less than 1 by 8. Another condition for stability we got it here, k is greater than, I think this should be less than. Okay, let me correct it here. This is okay. This should be less than, right? K should be less than 0.5. K should be less than 0.5. Okay. K should be less than 0.5. Here also it is less than 0.5. Fine. So, this is the first problem. So, option B is the correct answer. K less than 1 by 8 and k greater than half, less than 0.5 for stability condition. At point A, when this critical point at point A, system is unstable. When critical point at B, system becomes stable 1, and this is the condition for stability. Point C, system becomes unstable. At point D, system becomes stable, and this is the condition. So, total condition is, we can write the whole, total condition range of k. Now, let us solve another problem, problem number 2. What is given here? Consider the feedback system shown in the figure. The Nyquist plot is shown. Which of the following are, one of the following conclusion is correct? So, this is the plot, Nyquist plot. What is the conclusions are given? GS is all pass filter, GS is a strictly proper transfer function, GS is stable and minimum phase transfer function. The closed loop system is unstable for sufficiently large and positive value of k. Now, from this we can find out what is the open loop transfer function, that is say G dash S, that is k into GS. Now, if this is your polar, this is your Nyquist plot, what we can say, that we can find one plot that is start from omega equal to 0 this way and reach at omega equal to infinity. This is the polar plot from omega equal to minus infinity to omega equal to 0. This is your inverse polar plot. This is one way. Another way I want to write, it can start from omega equal to 0 here, then this is your polar plot up to omega equal to infinity, from omega equal to minus infinity to omega equal to 0 infinity, 0 minus, we can have this inverse polar plot. So this plot can be written in these two ways. Now let us check each condition whether this system is can be all pass filter or not. Now what is the meaning of all pass filter? That means magnitude should be 1 for all the frequency omega is equal to 0 to infinity. So in that case what should happen? Right hand plane 0 is equal to the left hand plane pole, and the magnitude is always 1. That means if this is your 0 on right half plane, what is the value of that? Pole should have at same value in the left half plane. So this is the transfer function that we can say. One example, s minus 2 by s plus 2, then mode of transfer function will be equal to 1, magnitude should be always 1. That we can see here. If we put s equal to j omega and if we take magnitude, it will be always 1. And if we transfer function is multiplied by some factor k, then transfer function magnitude should be k. Now if we try to plot this, what you will get? Transfer function is always, magnitude is always k. That means it should be a perfect circle. With respect to origin, it should be a circle of radius k magnitude. So this is your minus k, this point should be k, right? This is the example of all pass filter. For all pass filter, magnitude should be 1. That means it should be symmetrical about the origin point of radius k. From origin, it should be a radius of k. K is the magnitude of the all pass filter. But here what we can see, that with respect to origin, this is greater than 1 and this is less than 1. So magnitude are not same. This radius should be k. If you think of 1, it is 1.2, this is 0.8. So radius is not of with respect to 0 equal to 1. So this is not an example of Nyquist plot of all pass filter. So one point we have to remember, that is Nyquist plot are symmetrical about real axis, and all pass filter is symmetrical about origin. But this one, this plot, the plot is given in the question, is not symmetrical about origin. So this is not example of all pass filter. So A option is wrong. Now let us check for B option, strictly proper transfer function. Now strictly proper transfer function means number of poles must be greater than number of zeros, and the order of denominator is higher than the order of numerator, then it is called strictly proper transfer function. For example, what we will have, if we have a 0 here, here we must have 1 0, so here we must have 2 poles, right? If here we have 2 zeros, then we must have 3 poles. That means this is an example of strictly proper transfer function, where number of pole greater than number of 0, or the order of denominator polynomial is higher than order of numerator polynomial. Now in this case, what you have to check, that at omega, when s equal to, when omega equal to infinity, what will happen? If this is the strictly proper function, magnitude of transfer function at omega equal to infinity, it should be always equal to 0. That is the point. That means what? If we have pole, number of pole is higher, so we have if we find out its magnitude, we have to put infinity here. So 1 infinity will be always term is there extra. Here we have 2 infinity, 2 infinity, we will have 1 infinity comes extra. So something by infinity, when omega tends to infinity, it will be 0. So magnitude should be always 0 at omega to infinity for proper transfer function. So this is the condition for check. Now in this problem, what we can see, if we take this example, so this 0 to infinity, okay, and if you take 0 to infinity here, so for both the cases it is not 0. So at omega equal to infinity, magnitude is not equal to 0. So answer B is also wrong. So these are the point that we have to remember. Now say for third case, what will happen? Third case is GS is a stable and minimum phase transfer function. Okay. Now let us discuss about minimum phase transfer function. Now all the poles and zeros lie on the left half of S plane. That is called minimum phase transfer function. That means for minimum phase transfer function, all the pole and zeros, okay, must lie on left half of plane of S plane. That means system is always stable. Thus minimum phase transfer function always represents a stable system. Always represents a stable system. So there is no problem. System is stable for minimum phase transfer function. Now let us take example of minimum phase transfer function, so that we can analyze whether we are getting this one as minimum phase transfer function or not. So if we look, if you take minimum phase transfer function, say come gain parameter 1 plus 0.5 s divided by 0.5 plus s. That means what? We have 0 at left hand side, left half pole, left half plane, pole at left half plane. Now if we put k equal to 1, what we can say, this is the transfer function. Now if we put omega equal to 0 here in this equation, by putting s equal to omega, j omega, find magnitude and put omega equal to 0. So 0 means s becomes 0, so 1 by 0.25, this should be 1, and the angle should be tan inverse 0 minus tan inverse 0, so it will be 0 degree. Now if we put infinity, that will be, this part should not be there, 0.5 infinity by infinity, so 0.5. So when omega to infinity, this is the transfer function, okay. From that we can take omega square as a common, and we can find out, put omega to infinity, that will be 0.5, and this is the angle. If we put omega equal to infinity, this will be 90 degree minus 90 degree, so it will be 0 degree. So what we can say, or what we can find out, that it should start from 0 degree and it should end at 0 degree, right. If it is minimum phase system, we have 1 pole and 1 0. This is the plot. This is your 4 0 degree, and this will be around 0.50 degree. So option C is also a wrong answer. Also a wrong answer. Now we can include some pole here. Minimum phase system, so we can include some pole. Then what will happen? Your angle changes, right? Your angle will change, but what will happen, that we cannot get this kind of plot from this minimum phase transfer function. We cannot get minimum phase transfer function. This angle will be another 90 degree, so it will be 90 degree, right. If we include another pole, it will be minus 90 degree, this angle minus 90 degree. So this plot becomes 0 to minus 90 degree, some value. If another 0 to 180 degree, so it will be something like that. So option C is again a wrong answer. We cannot get this kind of plot. But here what we are getting, 4 greater than 1, 0.5 less than 1, that part we are getting, but angle here it is 0 from minus 180 to 0, minus 180 0 to 180, or minus 180 to 0. That angle we are not getting, okay. That angle we are not getting from here, but magnitude we are getting, but angle we are not getting appropriately. Starting from minus 180 degree, a 0 degree to minus 180 degree, okay, we are not getting that. So this is not true. Now let us see whether we can get the answer from a non-minimum phase transfer function or not. Non-minimum phase transfer function means all the poles lie on left half plane of S plane and 0 lies on right half of S plane. That means poles are on left half and we may have 1 0 at right half. That is called non-minimum phase transfer function. So let us take the example: pole on left half and your 0 on right half. Okay, 1 pole and 1 0. Now if we have 1 pole and 1 0, P equal to Z, then only we will get a circle, otherwise not. So that is the logic you have to remember. So if k equal to 1, if we put, this is the transfer function, you can find out its magnitude and angle. Okay, so this is your 1 minus 0.5 j omega. So this is in fourth coordinate, so minus tan inverse 0.5 omega. That part you have to take care. So this is the important point. Now if we put omega equal to 0 here, okay, so this factor will be 4 and omega equal to 0 here, it will be 0 degree. If we put omega equal to infinity here, so 0.5 root of that, so 0.5, and if we put omega equal to infinity, it becomes minus plus 180 degree. So what we can observe, that this plot is something like this one. When omega equal to 0, plot start from 4, okay, at 0 degree, ends at omega equal to 180 degree. Okay, so this is your 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree. Okay, this should be minus, minus and minus, this should be minus. Okay, let me put that. So this should be minus. Okay, this should be minus because of the fact that we have this minus sign and minus sign, minus 90, minus 90, minus 180 degree. So this is your 4, starts at omega equal to 0, minus 90, minus 180 degree, and it reaches at 0.5, and this should be the inverse polar plot. So what we are observing here, and this is the example of non-minimum phase transfer function, where P equal to Z, 1 pole and 1 0. So 1 pole at left hand side, another 0 at right half plane. So this system is a stable system and non-minimum phase system should be the right answer. This is a stable system because we don't have pole at this P. Why it is stable system, we can say. Now this is the plot. So this is your anti-clockwise direction, and this is not encircled. Minus 1 point is here, right? It is not encircled. So P equal to n equal to P minus Z. Here encirclement is 0, P is also 0. Pole at open loop transfer function, pole at left half plane. So Z equal to 0 only. So this is a minimum phase stable system. That should be the right answer. But here the problem, in this problem what is given, D option, all these three wrong answer. So, this should be the right answer, but what we are saying here, that closed loop system is unstable for sufficiently large value, positive value of k, large and positive value of k. That is the condition. Let us check that condition now. Now, say let us take this value with respect to k. I am taking the same example. Okay. So, we are getting this particular value. Now, what we are getting here, that this value is 4k, this is your 4 multiplied by k, 0.5 multiplied by k. So, this point is 4k, this point we can say minus 0.5 k. Now, what we can see, what we can observe, there is no encirclement and p equal to 0. So, the system is stable. Now, large values of k, which means that this 0.5 k is greater than 1. So, if it happens that this point goes beyond this point minus 1 critical point, that means this 0.5 k becomes greater than 1, then what will happen, k greater than 2. That time what will happen, it encircles minus 1 point in clockwise direction. So, n becomes minus 1. So, system becomes unstable. That means for get k value greater than 2, if this point goes here, okay, or this point if you take inside, that means 0.5 k greater than 0.1, okay, that means k greater than 2, then it encircles the minus 1 plus 0 j0 point one time in clockwise direction. So, n equal to minus 1. So, z becomes 1. So, system becomes unstable. So, the correct option is answer D. So, this is one of the most important problem. Now, let us solve another problem. An open loop transfer function given as this is the transfer function. We have to find out if k equal to 10, Nyquist plot do not enclose minus 1 plus j0 point. If k equal to 100, Nyquist plot enclose minus 1 j0 point. System is stable for k equal to 0, unstable for k equal to 10, stable for k equal to 10, both k equal to 10 and 100, unstable for both k and 100, 10 and 100, unstable for k 10 and stable for k 100. So, that is the point we have to find out. Now, from this particular case, we have to draw the Nyquist plot. Now, this is the type 0 system. So, we do not have this, we will have only 3 sections, C1, C2, C3. C1 is the polar plot, then the infinite radius plot. In Nyquist contour, infinite radius, but in Nyquist plot it becomes a radius of 0. So, C1, if you look into that, what we can find out, that if we find out the magnitude of that, what we can see, if we put omega equal to 0 in this equation, omega equal to 0, if you find magnitude s equal to 0, that will be k by 4. Okay, so magnitude becomes k by 4 and angle, so that will be 0 0. So, angle should be 0. If we put omega equal to infinity, okay, omega equal to infinity means something by infinity, that comes as 0 and angle becomes, here it is minus 90, here it double pole, 2 poles are there here, okay, so that will be minus 270 degree, quadratic equation. So, 270 degree. So, it should start from 0 degree, where the value is k by 4, okay, and it should end covering this, crossing 90, minus 90, minus 180 degree and then it goes to 0. at minus 270 degree. Then we have this C2. Due to this C2 plot, we have 0 radius circles, but we can neglect that, and then we can plot this inverse polar plot. So this will be the prompted Nyquist plot. Okay. Now from that plot, what we have to do is we have to find out that the stability. Okay. Now first thing what we have to do, we have to find out what is the value of P, that is right half pole, number of right half pole of open loop transfer function. Now here we are not sure whether S equal to minus 2, but this pole is where that we are not sure about that. We have to find out. Either you can find out its roots and you can see, otherwise we can use the Routh stability criterion. Okay. So if you multiply these two factors, we will get, this is the open loop transfer function. Now from that we can find out that 1, 4, 6, 4, and we can find out that there is no sign change. That means P equal to 0. Open loop transfer function is stable, so there is no pole in right half plane. P equal to 0. Now what is given here, that for k equal to 10, Nyquist plot do not enclose minus 1. So minus 1 point is here. That time k equal to 10. This do not enclose by this Nyquist plot. Then n equal to what? 0. N equal to 0. P equal to 0. So z equal to 0, and the system is stable for k equal to 10. There is no doubt. Now next point is for k, if k equal to 100, Nyquist plot enclosed minus 1 j0. So it is the point minus 1 j0. Now what we can see, this point is encircled by twice. This is one, this is another one. Both cases clockwise. So n equal to minus 2, and already we know P equal to 0. So z equal to 2. That means two poles lie on the right half of S plane of closed loop transfer function. The system is unstable for k equal to 100. That means for k equal to 10, system is stable, unstable for k equal to 100. So this is the right answer, option A. So these are the problems I have taken from GATE examination. Okay, so another problem also from the GATE examination. A unity feedback control system is characterized by open loop transfer function. This fine. Now the Nyquist path and the corresponding Nyquist plot. So this is your Nyquist contour and this is your Nyquist plot are shown. If k value between 0 to 1, then the number of poles of closed loop transfer function that lies in the right half of S plane is what? We have to find out. Now if k value, what is given here, k value is here. Okay, if k value is here. Now if k value is between 0 to 1, okay, k value is 0 to 1, then the critical point does not encircle by Nyquist plot. That means if this is your minus 1 point, then this point is what? 1 greater than k. 1 is greater than k. So k less than 1. That means this factor, I mean this point, this critical point does not encircle by the Nyquist plot if the range is from 0 k 0 to 1, because this is the point k. If this is your minus 1 outside the plot, so minus 1 mod of that we can take 1 greater than k, or this is the point where k is less than 1. So this is outside. For this range minus 1 plus j0 point is does not, that point, critical point, does not encircle by Nyquist plot. So n equal to 0. Now what we have to do? We have to find out what is the value of p. How we can find out number of pole in right half plane? We have to take the OLTF function, OLTF. From that we have to find out the value of p. So we can use the Route stability criteria. So 1 3 s cube plus 3x square plus 10. So here we have a missing term. What is the value? 0 into h to the power 1 plus h to the power 0. So 1 1 3, then 0 10. So this is 0 minus 10 by 3, and then it should be 10. So we have 2 sign changes. So number of sign changes occur in the first column is 2. So p equal to 2. Number of right half plane pole is 2. Two numbers poles are there in the right half plane of this OLTF function, and encirclement is 0, but p equal to 2. So from that Nyquist stability criterion, if p equal to 2, n equal to 0, so z equal to 2. That means two poles lie on the right half plane of closed loop transfer function, that the system is unstable. So in that question, if this is the condition, then the number of poles of the closed loop transfer function that lies in the right side of S plane is 2. That is the answer. Okay. Now if we consider the case when this is inside minus 1 point, then if we look here, what we can see, this is anti-clockwise direction. Okay, let me discard it. If we put here another point minus 1 here inside the plot, if you draw a line, this is your anti-clockwise direction and this is your clockwise. This is anti-clockwise, this is clockwise. So n equal to 0 once again, and your p equal to 2. So again system will be unstable and number of poles should be 2 that lie on the right half plane of S plane. Now problem number 5. So in that problem, what is given? Loop transfer, that is open loop transfer function of a feedback system is this one. Okay, take the Nyquist contour in the clockwise direction, then Nyquist plot of GSHS encircles minus 1 plus J0, once in clockwise direction, twice in clockwise, once in anti-clockwise, twice in anti-clockwise. So what you have to do is, it is given that you have to plot the Nyquist, you have to draw the Nyquist plot, but as open loop transfer function is given, we don't have to draw the Nyquist plot, we can give the answer by applying RH stability criteria. Okay, how to do that? Let me explain you that. We know what is the open loop transfer function, and here we can see we have one pole, okay, one pole on right half of S plane, so p equal to 1. Now what we can do, we know what is the p value, and the formula is what you have to find out, n, rotation you have to find out. So n equal to p minus z. P is known from open loop transfer function, we have to know z. Z is number of pole of closed loop transfer function. So we can find out the characteristic equation, that is 1 plus GSHS equal to 0. So if you find 1 plus GSHS, this is the equation. Now from that you can apply Route stability criterion. So we can form the Route table, that is 1 minus 3 1 3. So it will be minus 3 minus 3 minus 6 by minus 3 2, then it will be 3. So here we can see this is 1 and 2, plus 2 minus minus 2 plus 2 sign change. So z equal to 2. So number of sign changes in the first column is 2, of closed loop transfer function, because we have taken 1 plus gs hs, that is for closed loop transfer function, right, characteristic equation. So z value becomes 2 now. So we know that n equal to pz, n equal to 1, z equal to 2, so n becomes minus 1. So encirclement should be 1, here it is minus 1, here this n is basically anti-clockwise, it is minus 1, so it should be clockwise. So number of encirclement of this critical point is 1 time in clockwise direction. So option A should be the right answer. So here we can see, if we know the open loop transfer function, and if they have asked to draw the Nyquist plot, what is the number of encirclement you have to find, we don't have to draw the Nyquist plot, we can do it directly. Just from the open loop transfer function we can find out p value, then closed loop transfer function, that means from the characteristic equation, then we can find out z value using the route stability criterion, then we can subtract and we can find out number of encirclement in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. So we don't have to even there is no need to draw the Nyquist plot, but let us draw it. Let us check that answer. Let us check this answer by drawing that. So this is the open loop transfer function, p equal to 1, that we know. We have to put s equal to j omega. So here it is magnitude. So angle, magnitude we can find out, angle is tan inverse omega by 3. Here it is 180 degree, as this is 2 poles are there, and here it is minus, so in second coordinate minus 3 plus j omega. So this is the angle. So 180 degree minus this angle. So 180 degree minus tan inverse omega by 3. So this is the part. So tan inverse omega 3 minus 360 degree plus this. So this is the angle formula. Now if we put omega equal to 0 in this, so something by 0, that will be infinity. If we put 0 here, minus 360 degree. If we put infinity here, it will be 0. Okay, and if we put infinity here, 180 degree, so minus 180 degree. So that is the simple value. Now we can plot. So what is the plot? We can see here that start from minus 360 degree at infinity, okay. So this is your 0 degree, minus 90, minus 80, 360, minus this should be minus 360 degree or 0 degree. So it is starting at minus 360 degree and it should reach to infinity, then it is going to end at minus 80 degree line, infinity to minus 80 degree. Then this is your plot. After that you have to take care. So let me show you that. So this is the omega polar plot. This is the polar plot. We have pole at origin, 2 pole at origin. That means the Nyquist contour should have this 4 path, right? C1, then infinite radius Nyquist contour, C3, and then 0 radius Nyquist contour, C4. So C1 is the polar plot. So this is the polar plot. Then we have this infinite radius, that becomes 0 radius plot. So we can neglect that. After that, this is the plot, C3 section of Nyquist contour, that is inverse polar plot. So we can draw the inverse polar plot, right? This is 360 degree to minus 180 degree, infinity to 0. This is 0 plus to infinity plus, and this is from infinity minus point to 0 minus. Now we have this C4. This is 0 radius, but in Nyquist contour, but in Nyquist plot it becomes infinity radius, and we have 2 pole, so 2 half circles. So from here we have 2 half circles So this is one half circle and this is your second half circle, two half circles from here to here. This is the total Nyquist plot that we can do in clockwise direction, that we can draw very easily. Now what we can see, if what is the point minus 1 point, minus 1 point is where in between, this is at 0, right, this is at 0 and this is at infinity. So minus 1 point is in between somewhere here, right. This is not showing infinity, but this should be infinity signs, because this is infinite radius, infinite half circles, so it should be infinity, so it should be in between here. Now if this is the plot, this is the point minus 1 point, then if you look, if you take this line, this is basically encircled by this clockwise half circles, right. This clockwise half circle enclosed it, so this line goes through this clockwise. So option A, once in a clockwise direction, is the answer. So without, this is the way you have to plot that. Now without doing that also we can solve it very easily. This is the technique to solve if we know the open loop transfer function. Now again one problem, sixth problem, number and direction of encirclements around the point in the complex plane by Nyquist plot of this open loop transfer function. Again open loop transfer function is given. If open loop transfer function is given and you have to find out the number of encirclement and the direction, we can do it very easily. So from the open loop transfer function, what we can see here, that here 4 equal to 2s, so s equal to 2, so p equal to 1. We have one pole at right half, in the right half plane. Now we know from this n minus pz formula, we already got the value of p. Now we have to find out z, then we can find out n. N is anti-clockwise. So z we have to find out, means we have to form the characteristic equation. We know OLTF, so we can find out characteristic equation. This is unity feedback system, so h is equal to 1. So this is the equation 1 plus GSHS. So from here we can find out s equal to 5 by 3. So z equal to also 1. Z equal to also 1. So now one pole lie in right half plane of closed loop transfer function. So Z1 P1, so n equal to 0. That means no encirclement around the critical point minus 1 plus Z0. So option A, 0 is the correct answer. Simple problem. Same problem we can solve it by taking the, by plotting this, by drawing the Nyquist plot. So this is the OLTF. We know P equal to 1 from that. We can find out the angle. Okay, this is your minus j, r minus, so it is in fourth coordinate. So minus tan inverse of omega, imaginary part by real part. So minus and plus. So this is the angle. Magnitude will be what? If we put omega equal to 0, so it will be 1 by 4. If we put omega equal to infinity, so it will be 1 by 2. This is the value. And 0, it will be 0 degree. Omega equal to infinity, minus 90 plus 90, so it will be 0. So it will be starting from this point, 0.5. Okay. Okay, so starting from this point 1 by 4, so this is the starting point, 0.05, 0.25, 1 by 4, omega equal to 0, and it is on 0 degree line only. Then this is the plot, inverse polar plot. So it is not encircling the minus 1 J0 circle, it is 0, because this is P equal to Z, it is a circle, and which is not encircling this origin, so it is not encircling minus 1. So that is the answer. Now problem number 7, this is a very interesting problem. What it is given is that consider the following Nyquist plots of open loop transfer function over omega equal to 0 to infinity. The polar plot is given. Which of these plots represents stable closed loop system? So open loop system polar plot is given. We have to find out which one is stable closed loop system. Now we have to plot that. Nyquist plot you have to complete. So this is started from minus 90 degree. So type 1 system. So we have 1 by s term is there, one pole at origin. So this should be your inverse plot, and this we must have one half circle because we have one pole at origin. So this is your polar plot, this is your polar plot, this is your inverse polar plot. In between we have this 0 radius, and this is your one half circle because we have one pole at origin, type 1 system. Now minus 1 is outside, so n equal to 0, and whether OLTF as what is the value of p, that we have to assume as 0 because the condition of OLTF is not mentioned. So we can assume OLTF is stable, p equal to 0. Now there is no encirclement of this minus 1 point which is outside, so system is stable. N equal to 0, p equal to 0, so z equal to 0, system is stable. Now second problem, here we have, this is the plot. Now we can plot it, the inverse polar plot, and here this is type 0, type 1, type 2, type 3. This system is type 3, 3 poles at origin, as this polar spot starts from minus 270 degree. If polar plot starts from minus 90 degree line from infinity, then it is type 1, type 2, type 3. This is type 0, this is for type 1, type 2, type 3. So this is a type 3 system, so minus 270 degree. So from here we have to plot 3 half circles, 1, 2, then 3 half circles in clockwise direction. So that should be the plot, total Nyquist plot. So this is your polar plot that is given. This is the polar plot. This is your polar plot that is given. This is, after that we have this 0 radius plot due to the infinite radius in Nyquist contour. In Nyquist plot that becomes 0 radius. After that inverse polar plot, this is your inverse polar plot. Then we must have, due to the pole at origin, how many poles we have? 3 poles we have, because it started from minus 270 degree line. So we must have 3 half circles, infinite radius. This is one half circle, then second half circle, then it completes as third half circle. Now this is the point is here at minus 1 point. Now if we draw a line here, what you can see, this is your clockwise, okay, this is clockwise, okay, and this is your anti-clockwise, this is anti-clockwise. This direction is anti-clockwise, this direction anti-clockwise, these two clockwise. So number of encirclement about this critical point is 2 in clockwise direction, these two, and these two anti-clockwise direction. So n becomes 0, 2 anti-clockwise and 2 clockwise minus 2. So n becomes 0, p 0, so z 0. So system is stable. Okay. So number 1 is stable, number 2 is also stable. Now say number 3. This is also type 1 system because it started from minus 90 degree. So if you draw it, this is your inverse polar plot and one half cycle that we can connect. So this is your polar plot. Then we have this 0 radius plot due to the infinite radius in Nyquist contour, then inverse polar plot, then one half circle, one infinite radius half circle, because we have this type 1 system, because it started from -90. Now this is your point that is given. Now if we draw a line, those two are clockwise, so number of encirclement 2 in clockwise direction, so n becomes -2, because in that formula n is always anti-clockwise direction. Here it is clockwise, so -2. P equal to 0, so z equal to 2, so number of poles in right hand plane is 2, so system is unstable. So third system is unstable. Now let us solve for fourth one. So again here we can plot that is from here it is this way, then it is this way. We have, this is also started from -90 degree, type 1 system, so one half circle. So this is your polar plot. Okay, then we have this zero radius plot that we can neglect, inverse polar plot, and this is your infinite radius half circle, as we have one pole at origin. And if you look into here, this is the point given, 2 clockwise encirclement. So clockwise encirclement means n equal to -2, p equal to 0, so z becomes 2. So system is unstable, 2 poles lie at in the right half plane. So in that particular problem, 1 and 2 stable, 3 and 4 unstable. That is the conclusion of this particular problem. Now let us solve. This is the last problem. Say number of times the Nyquist plot of this transfer function will encircle the origin clockwise is what is the value. Now what is this type of system? Here we have s -1 and at +1 0. So this is the example of all pass filter, all pass filter, pole equal to 0. Then pole equal to 0 means it is not going to p equal to z, so it is not going to encircle the origin. So that answer should be this is an example of all pass filter. So p equal to z, if you plot into that, we will get it will not encircle that fs plane. But what happened to s plane? Let us see that. So gs equal to this, we can put s equal to j omega. So magnitude equal to what? We can find out. So it will be 1 always. If we put omega equal to 0, omega equal to infinity, it will be 1. So magnitude is always 1. That means it is an example of all pass filter. And angle will be what? This is s -1, so it will be -1 plus j. So it is in -1 plus j. So this is in second coordinate. So it will be 180 degree minus this angle, 180 degree minus omega by 1 by tan inverse omega. So it will be 180 degree minus twice omega. So if we put omega equal to 0, it should be 180 degree, omega equal to infinity, it should be 0. So the plot will be something like this. At omega equal to 0, it should be 180 degree line, and omega equal to infinity, it should go to 0. So at omega equal to 0, it should be 1, then it should go to infinity 0 degree, and this is your inverse plot. So this is your polar plot, and this is your inverse polar plot. So what we can see, that this is varying from this point to this point, whose magnitude is 1. So this is a circle whose magnitude is 1. So it encloses the, it encircles the origin in clockwise direction one time. That is your answer. Will encircle the origin clockwise is 1. So this is the answer. So this is the example of all pass filter. Okay. So This is all about this some critical or some important problems on this topic, that is Nyquist stability criterion. This is an example of all pass filter, and this is some plots are given, polar plots are given. We have to draw the Nyquist plot from that, and we can find out stability of the system. Okay. Then if we know open loop transfer function and you have to find out encirclement, we don't have to solve or don't have to draw the Nyquist plot, we can do it directly. P we can find out from open loop, find out the characteristic equation 1 plus gs hs equal to 0. From that apply the out criteria, you can find out z value, then you can find out encirclement equal to p minus z. So this is another type of problem, that if open loop transfer function is given, it is very easy to solve it. So this is all about this Nyquist stability criterion. So let me stop it here. Thank you so much.